Oh yeah. So this is Riley with the Riley Reform channel. And today I am going to show you how I got scammed on Facebook. It's something that I thought was going to be impossible for me. I thought I was better than that. I thought that there was no way I could get scammed on Facebook. But I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm here to share that with you just so you are aware of what not to do. So the first things first, I was looking for a camera for YouTube. I picked the Sony ZV-1. I picked it because I liked the size of it. It was a small mirrorless camera that was kind of point and shoot, something that as a beginner I wanted to start out with. So starting off, I looked on Facebook Marketplace because there are always people on Facebook Marketplace selling typically great things. I've sold quite a few things personally on Facebook Marketplace, so I was looking for a Sony ZV-1. It's not necessarily the nicest, greatest camera, but I'm not looking to spend thousands of dollars. I'm a starting YouTuber, okay? I don't want to spend $1,000 on a camera. One of the first things that came up was somebody selling the Sony ZV-1 for $400. Okay, keep in mind, the Sony ZV-1 starts at $750 is the retail price. So I was thinking, the camera's been out for over a year, like a year and a half. That would be a good deal. Somebody selling it for $400 seemed reasonable, didn't seem that far-fetched to me. So I am going to go through some text messages, walk you through the mistakes I made, so that way you will not make these mistakes. Okay, so this person's name was Dustin that I was messaging. So I asked Dustin, typically as Facebook starts out, "Hello Dustin, is the Sony ZV-1 still available?" They reply, "Yes, it's available." I just asked the reason that they want to sell it, and they said that they just don't have use for it. They upgrade a $1,400 lens for myself. I'm like, okay, wow, that's great. You're selling for $400 then, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, right now, but I'll actually consider $350 if you're seriously considering buying." And the first red flag, and why I want to say that anybody could be scammed if you are not smart enough, or even if, I am mad at myself. So I ask him that, I say, "You're selling it for $400, and then he's like, "I don't have PayPal, I have Zelle." So I asked if it would work if I bought it directly through Facebook. I do $350 if I could buy it through Facebook. And then another red flag, "Yeah, sorry, I have the money in my account first before I can let this go." Okay, I should have blocked this person, reported them right here. I don't know why I didn't. It was crazy. And looking back, there's a lot of red flags. And I just asked, okay, well, why doesn't that work? Because I have personally sold things on Facebook Marketplace before. And he's like, "Yeah, I did it. However, when I shipped out my item, I did not get the money back from the person," which is impossible, okay? That does not happen if you sell it through Facebook. And I should have known this because I have done it. And they're like, "I am not doing that again." Like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I don't blame you, man. That's crazy. But I was caught up in the heat of the moment. I wanted the camera. I didn't want to pay $750. And this is the mistake that I made. So I reply, "I'll buy it if you could do me one favor. I want to make sure I'm not getting scammed." Okay, I thought I was being smart. However, I wasn't. So I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think you're a scammer." I asked him to send me a picture with the camera with a thumbs up. Okay, just a regular thumbs up. He replied with this photo. This photo was not on the original listing, and his thumb is in it. It's kind of in the shot. However, it's not like a thumbs up. I was looking for, like, you take a picture with the phone, thumbs up. Okay, that's not what he did. Oh, how was I this dumb? Okay, and then he basically sends me some videos, and he's like, "Yeah, I bet I took these with the Sony ZV-1. I'm like, wow, that's an impressive looking camera, isn't it? Blah, 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 blah. And I said, "I'm downloading Zelle right now." He says he does not take PayPal. Okay, another disclaimer. When you buy something on PayPal, there is always purchase protection if you select that option when you're checking out with somebody. So you never want to select, like, you're buying something from a friend, because that is non-refundable. So something I didn't know about Zelle, and I also did not know this with Venmo, is that they're both non-refundable. So I didn't have Zelle, so I downloaded Zelle. Basically, I downloaded it, I entered his number, and then it came up as invalid. And I told him that. I'm like, hey man, this is not working. I don't have this number. He then sends me his Venmo because he wants my money. He's hungry. And see, I'm talking to this guy for hours, like hours. And I am shocked that that would happen. Like a scammer trying this hard. When I say I don't want to get scammed, once I said I don't want to get scammed, he's like, oh yeah man, I hate scammers. That's a terrible idea. I would never scam anybody. It's like, okay dude, yeah. But anyway, I sent him the payment. Here's his name. If nobody sent him money, if anything, you could report him to the IRS or the FBI. That's fine. So I then send him the $350. And then he asks, what's your username? And then I'll blur this out because that's my own personal information. I fulfill his request unwillingly. And he's like, yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm gonna run down. Okay, he said he is going to run down to the post office. He says he's going to go to the post office before I ever sent him the money. Again, another red flag. And then I send him his address, and guess what? And then I asked if he was going to ship it. That day was never coming. He is not going to ship it. Crazy, right? I know. He told me that he shipped it before I even sent him my address. Okay, I knew it was a scam. I knew it was a scam at that point. And I said, are you able to send me the tracking number? Dude, you're not a scammer, are you? I was kind of shocked at this point. I really, really was. And then he then replies, hey buddy, I didn't think I want to ship it, okay? I didn't get to the post office in time for my local shipping facility. The first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow morning, my old lady got into a car accident, so the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow morning is ship this. Again, I know it's a scam at this point, but I'm trying to get my money back. Yeah, and then basically I request that he Venmo it back. He reads it again when I ask him, and then reads it again. I asked him 3 different times, and he never responded, and then deleted the listing, and his account is gone. So yes, I did report his account. I reported it pretty soon after I realized that he was a scam. And then there was 2 things. So I have my Venmo account linked to my bank account. Okay, every bank could be different. However, my bank was not necessarily helpful. They said that because I initiated the transaction, I called them the next morning. They said that because I initiated the transaction, it was not refundable. If for some reason I gave him like my debit card number, and then he made the transaction, taking the $350 out, then it would be refundable because I did not take out the money myself. And to me, that is a crazy concept. It's something that isn't really fair because what is necessarily the difference whether I made the transaction and then it was a fraud, meaning I paid for something and did not get it? What's the difference between that and somebody taking out the money themselves and me still getting nothing? I don't necessarily agree with it. However, that is my bank and that's what they said. So there's nothing I could do about it. The next thing, I contacted Venmo. They told me you should contact Venmo and see what they can do. So I contact Venmo. I will show the email that they sent me. But they basically say that, I'm sorry, there's nothing that we can do for you. So at this point, I realize that I am screwed and I cannot get my money back, which is very, very disappointing. But if anything, this has taught me a great lesson. Okay, so Facebook Marketplace is extremely popular. There's so many people that use Facebook Marketplace. You do not want to go outside of the scope of Facebook. Okay, if you go outside of Facebook, you are liable for anything that happens to you. So Facebook offers a buy now method directly in the app. If you go through that, you are 100% protected from my knowledge. I've never been scammed doing that. You are 100% protected if you do that. So my advice, never go outside of Facebook. PayPal is also fairly common for people to use and you can get refunded that way. So I would recommend doing that. if you do have to go outside of Facebook for any reason. I should have known. I kept going with it because I was eager in the moment. I wanted to get this item at a discount. Do not go try to get the item at a discount if it's causing you this. So to get my camera, which I'm using the Sony ZV-1 right now, I bought from a different user on Facebook. I bought through the buy now button directly on Facebook. Always want to do that if you're not meeting in person. And then also I had them confirm with me. So I had them send me a screenshot of the item with a thumbs up, like an actual thumbs up. That is what I like to do to be able to make sure that it's not a scam. I fell for it one time. I never thought I would fall for it, but it happened. And it's something that I am trying to grow from. It's something that will help me in the future. I will try my best not to do that mistake ever again. So this is the beginning of a new era for me. I am starting my YouTube channel. My name is Riley. I wanted to start a YouTube finance channel specifically geared towards people that are younger, people that are in Gen Z like myself. And I think there are a lot of people that can truly learn from finance. So I wanted to start a finance channel. Guys, that has been this video. The only way you can help out is by subscribing and liking the button for the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, so that was my story about how I was scammed on Facebook. Scammers are everywhere. Every time I try to sell something on Facebook, I've also had to deal with scammers. You kind of just have to filter them out. But it's something that unfortunately will not go away. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my first video on the channel, which is very, very exciting. So I hope you stick around for more. I will have some interesting, more finance videos coming up for you guys. So thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, which everybody will be because I just started. Yeah, thank you guys very much. Have a great day, and I hope your day is as pleasant as you are.